We will gently greet the day. Coming into a nice tall seat. Start with just some easy crisscross of the legs. So start with a gentle ear to shoulder, breathing into one side of the neck, and then the other. The hands can be palms up or palms down on the knees right now, whatever you prefer, whatever feels more natural. Just gently taking the head side to side, finding the breath and guiding the breath down the side of the neck. Letting go of some deep exhales. Beautiful. Let's roll the chin down towards the chest. And inhale to lift the chin up to the sky. Start to move around. Feel the stretch through the front of the throat. The stretch through the back of the neck. Let's take the head back in the opposite direction. Again, inhaling, really lifting the chin. That nice stretch all the way around. Beautiful. Take one more round. Awesome. Bring our head back to neutral, taking the hands palms down, starting the seated hip circles, feet grind, stirring the pot, starting to wake up the energy in the spine. I see that yawn. Exactly, wake up the energy in the spine. Inhaling the heart forward, exhale back and around. Big circles. Letting them grow as you bring the energy up the spine. Feeling the lift of the heart. Opening up and moving the thoracic spine. And again, lifting your chin, stretch through the front of the throat. Opening up the voice. Creating such a nice connection for the whole chakra energetic system. Beautiful. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Switch the crisscross of the legs, and we'll start slowly in the opposite direction. Start slowly moving into the hips, pressing the knee away, really feeling that nice stretch through the low back. And then start to move through the rib cage, lifting the heart up and letting it sink back. Pulling the breath in as you inhale forward, pressing the breath back out, navel towards the spine. Excellent. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Hands up to the heart. Start to rub the palms together, creating a little heat, friction, and connecting both hemispheres of the brain. Taking your gaze right to the center of the brow, to the third eye. When you're ready, bring your hands nice and steady in front of the heart and start to bring into mind, cultivating an intention for your practice today. Just feeling into the energy, transferring it back and forth across the palm. Maybe taking that energy right into your heart center. Just repeating that intention with each inhale. Beautiful. Interlacing the fingers, press the palms away. Take a deep inhale as you rise up. Exhale, releasing your arms wide, allowing yourself to be surrounded with that intention. Let's do it 2 more times.
Beautiful. Come on up into tabletop. We'll do just a few more cat-cows. And take a moment to wiggle out your feet and ankles. Maybe take a stretch for your wrist, turning one hand upside down. Stretching through the back side of that hand and wrist. Same on the other side. Good. And then with the palms down, turning all 10 fingers back towards your knees. Gently lean back to stretch through the insides of the wrists. Good. Okay. Back to a neutral position with the hands. Take a deep inhale, pulling the heart forward, sending your sitting bones away. Exhale, pressing the navel all the way up to the spine. Start to move with the rhythm of your breath. Pulling the breath in and pressing it back out. Continue to breathe through it. Finding depth in your breath. Finding movement in your spine. Pressing out of the heads of the shoulders to open up the shoulders and the upper back. Really allowing yourself to tip the sitting bones away, stretch through the lower belly. Pressing the breath out. Imagine the energy that you're pumping up and down along your spine. See into that. Breathe into it. Take 1 or 2 more rounds. Beautiful. We'll bring the spine back to neutral. Go ahead and lay the left shoulder right down onto the mat, taking a puppy pose twist, pressing gently into your right hand. Think about breathing into the low back here, creating some space. Maybe slowing down the breath, allowing it to skim across the back of the throat. Beautiful. Let's do the same on the opposite side. Breathing deep into your low back. Feeling that stretch maybe through the back of the shoulder. Beautiful. Back to center. Let's bring ourselves up into a plank pose. Set your feet at least hips width here. Try to roll the inner elbow creases more forward. Feel the looseness up in your neck and jaw. I'm just going to tip onto the sides of the feet, letting the hip dip. Hands will stay steady. You'll feel a little transfer of the weight from one side to the other. Bringing out the low back a little bit extra. Taking that little dip. Cracking the toes. Take 1 more in each direction. Beautiful. And then we'll move to down dog. You can step the feet in maybe just an inch or 2, finding your position in down dog. Press even more energy out through your hands here, opening up your upper back. Deep, deep breaths, feeling the connection down through your entire palm, your hands, using all 10 fingers to connect with the ground. Allowing some of that weight to be taken out of the heel of the hand. Notice if your neck is still a little tight, you can loosen up and let your head dangle down just a little bit more. Maybe let the heels sink down just a little bit more. Beautiful. Let's go up onto our tippy toes, bending gently into the knees. Take a light step or hop to bring your feet up to your fingers. Inhale, halfway rise, pressing into the shin bones. We'll do this one 3 times. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale. Active arms pressing into the shins. Hold it back down. One more time, halfway up. And exhale, fold in. Inhaling all the way up to stand, pressing down to the soles of the feet. Exhaling the hands down to heart center. Repeat your intention. Beautiful. Inhale back up. Taking a nice twist here. Give yourself a hug. Take the hands up to the opposite side of the hip. Good. Breathe it back up to center. And exhale and do a twist in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Back up. Interlacing your fingers. Press the palms up to the sky. Energy down to the soles of the feet. So you're pressing to the sky and to the ground. You have that same amount of energy in each direction. Breathe into it. Breathe deeper. Stretch a little longer. And exhale. Fold all the way in. Inhale, halfway rise, just one time. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up to the feet again. Stretching long, this time palms pressing inward towards each other. Take the hand in one direction, hips in the opposite direction. Stretching between your ribs. Energy down to the soles of your feet. Feel your breath. Back up to center. Every muscle, every cell, everything in the body activated. Taking that exhale, taking the arms in the opposite direction. Actively stretching and lengthening to the side of the body. Back up to center, lift up. Taking your arms back, taking yourself into a little bit of a crescent shape. Looking up, lifting the heart to the sky. And exhale, releasing fold. Good. Inhaling halfway up, pressing into the shin bones. Let's take a step back to plank pose. Lowering down to chaturanga. Inhaling to scoop open into a low, medium back bend. Maybe staying in sphinx or coming out to cobra. Lifting the chin. Maybe taking a moment to look out over one shoulder. And feeling the breath on the opposite side of the neck. And over to the other side. Beautiful. Let's lay down to the belly, come into locust pose. Let's interlace our fingers behind the back, neutral pelvis, and just lift up, opening up the chest. You can lift the legs right off the ground as well. The fronts of the shins, even up above the knees. Peeling the shoulders down, letting the chest open. Beautiful, gently lower. Let's press to down dog. Again, releasing the back of the neck. Notice what's tight and tense. Use your exhale breaths to let it go. Shake it out. Let's take our right foot all the way up to the sky. Big inhale as we reach that right heel to the sky. Exhale forward into lizard lunge. Taking our right toes just outside the right pinky finger. Just allow yourself to sink into that hip. Keeping our back left knee off the ground. Lifting your heart open, letting your spine be long. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe you want to feel that left knee dip down towards the mat. Beautiful. We're going to take this low lunge, pivot into a wide angle forward fold. And then sinking lateral lunge side to side. Just a couple times, walking your hands across, using support, don't go super deep. You need a little more time for those hips to open up. Just a few times. Good. Nice. As you bring your hands back up towards your right foot, coming back into lizard, we're going to transition our back foot to warrior two. Windmill all the way up. Nice and steady. So taking our forward right heel, intersecting the arch of the back left foot. And coming into reverse warrior. Smooth and easy flow, side to side, reverse warrior to side angle, letting your arms just move around you. Nice. Take one or two more rounds, letting your breath flow. Move into side angle, coming in just a little deeper. You're either resting your forearm across your thigh or taking your hand down to the inside of the calf. Feel the rib cage lift and rotate. Feel the length through both sides of the waist. Beautiful. Wheel it all the way back. And then take it all the way back down to the mat into low lunge. And we'll float through our vinyasa. Inhaling to open the heart. Come back down to the belly. Finding a different variation of locust pose. We'll take our arms out like a T. And then neutral long neck. No need to crane to look forward. Beautiful. Lower down and down dog. Using those exhales. Feeling in deep, refreshing inhales. Connecting even deeper to your breath. Let's take the left heel up to the sky. Left foot floats forward, just outside our left finger. Allow the heart to open. Maybe you dip into that right hip just a little bit. Breathing into the hip flexors. Beautiful. Nice. And then rotating into your wide angle forward fold. Shift side to side. Taking a step lateral lunge. Only as far as you feel comfortable. As you're taking yourself over into that bending position, using the foot, rotate up to the sky. Good. Let's take one more in each direction. And then as you're coming back over to that left foot, lining it up for warrior two. So left toes straight towards the short side of the mat, right toes straight towards the long side of the mat. Open hip position. Release the shoulders. Bending into that front knee. Make sure your stride is long enough. Your feet over the ankle. Let's flip the left palm up to the sky. Inhale as you reach back to reverse warrior. Exhale forward to side angle. And then allow yourself to flow back and forth. Beautiful. Taking a nice flow in each direction one more time. And then coming down to land that side angle, either with the forearm on the thigh or the hand down onto the shin, under the calf. Peel the ribs around. Feel your strong rooted anchored feet. Relaxing the jaw, finding the depth of the breath. the energy all the way out to those right fingertips, reaching up beyond the ear. Beautiful. Come all the way back, reverse warrior. And windmilling all the way down to the mat. Floating through our vinyasa, maybe letting that left foot float off the ground as you lower through chaturanga. Beautiful. All right, back down to the belly. Steadying our arms up in a Y, palms facing inward, thumbs to the sky. Take a deep inhale and lift. Neutral neck, don't need to look forward. Beautiful. Gently down and down dog. Notice your heels melting towards your mat so much more easily, maybe getting close to being set down. All that space in your spine. Strength and energy in the shoulders. The whole body waking up. Every cell present. Let's inhale the right heel back up to the sky. Floating our toes forward, this time in between the hands. Rising up to crescent lunge. Staying up on that back tiptoe. Hips square to the short end of the mat. Starting with the arms up overhead, trying to bring the biceps in line with the ears. Just relax the shoulders. Feeling into the energy all the way up to the tips of the fingers. Good. Going into a nice twist here, taking our left arm forward, right arm back, twisting in the direction of that forward leg. Notice the depth of your breath, even in the twist, the strength and stability in the legs. Nice. Reverse crescent, dropping our right hand down, inhaling that left arm all the way up. Beautiful, bringing it back to center, hands to heart. Give yourself a little lean over that forward leg to lift to warrior three. Let's extend our arms forward. Still energized through the left foot, pressing into the wall behind you. Maybe dropping the left hip just a little bit to keep the hips square to the ground. Beautiful. Come all the way up to standing, single leg balance. Just take the left knee up. Press even more down through the sole of the right foot to get taller out of the hip. And take that left foot straight forward. You bring the arms back up overhead. Flex in the left ankle as if that foot's standing on a wall. Beautiful. Come right back to warrior three. Sweep through. Left foot still flexed at the ankle like you're standing on a wall. Arm position, what you choose. Let's bring it back up one more time. Comes in. Steady and press down to the sole of the right foot. We'll take that left leg straight out again. Beautiful. Go ahead and rest it down. Come big toe to big toe. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Pressing the insides of the knees together. So deep in the belly, send your sitting bones right down to your heels. Heart forward, gaze forward. Maybe sink that chair an inch lower. Great. 2 more breaths. Awesome. Big exhale as you lengthen the legs, folding in torso. Good. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, stepping through your vinyasa. Just taking your back bend this time. We'll rest on the locust and take it back to down dog. And we'll move to the left, inhaling the left heel to the sky. Floating our left toes forward to land just between our hands. Rising up, crescent lunge. Releasing the jaw. Releasing the shoulders. Finding steadiness in your gaze. And let's take our twist. Right arm will go forward, left arm back. And nice scissor in through the inner thighs, really locking down the legs. Reaching those arms an inch further in each direction. Beautiful. Flipping the right hand up, coming into a reverse crescent. Touching the left hand down to the back of the right thigh. Bring it back to center. Hands to heart. Let yourself lean out over that forward leg and lift up. Coming to warrior three. Feeling light against the ground. Rooted and stable. Maybe taking those arms extended forward. Beautiful. Come up to single leg balance. Pressing down to the sole of the left foot. Getting a little taller. And we'll take that right leg straight out. Moving up from the belly. Beautiful. Come back in. Swing it right to warrior three. And again, up to standing. Pressing down to the sole of the left foot. That right foot straight forward. Release the shoulders, focusing on your breath. Draw strength up from your rooted left foot. Let it shake, let the whole body shake. Beautiful. Bring it back in. Land the big toes together. Inhale, both arms up. Taking the chair pose. Setting sit bones down to the heels. Let your heart lift open. Steady gaze forward. Beautiful job. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Beautiful. Exhaling to lengthen the legs and fold yourself forward. Let's bend deep into the right knee. Opening the left hand up to the sky. Taking a nice stretch to the hip. T-band. If you look all the way up to those fingers and you notice you'll rotate just a little further. Gently back down to center, switch to bend in the knee. So left knee bends, left hand stays rooted. Opening up the right arm. Imagine your shoulders stacking one over the other. Nice, and back down to center. Inhale, halfway rock, pressing into the shins. Exhale, step it down. Cruising down to chaturanga. Scooping the heart forward, coming up as high as you feel. If you want to go all the way up into an upward facing dog, great. You want to keep those elbows back in cobra. Wonderful. Alright. Let's bring it back down to the belly. Coming into bow pose. Moving both big toes, fingers. Try to hold on from the inside of the foot so your thumb is up to the sky. You need more padding underneath the belly or the pelvis. Add a blanket. Want to try to keep the knees at hips width. So don't allow the knees to flail out to the sides. Take a nice deep breath. Press some energy into the legs to open up the chest. Beautiful. Gently release. Go ahead and just lie down looking over one shoulder. Might want to bring the pelvis back to neutral if you're feeling any compression in the low back. Let's do one more. So again, neutralize the pelvis so that your low back doesn't feel crunched here. And as you connect hand to foot, think about opening up your shoulders and chest. For that energy of pressing into your feet, pressing them away. Lift up and open. Breathing straight into your heart. Beautiful. Gently lower, looking over the opposite shoulder. Beautiful. Slowly slither back to child's pose to really fully decompress the low back. Slide your forehead down to the mat. And really allow the low back to decompress. Let yourself sink into the hip flexors. Beautiful. Slither forward onto the forearms. Lift into a forearm plank. Nice neutral neck, long upper back. And lift the heart forward just a little bit. Keeping the neck neutral between your index fingers and thumbs. Find a focal point right there on the mat. Think about your sitting bones into your heels here, like staying strong. Using the steadiness in your breath. Beautiful. As you're ready, press to dolphin pose, staying on the forearms, tippy toe the feet in. Open up the shoulders. Beautiful. Go ahead and sit back down to knees. Stretch those arms all the way out in puppy pose. Beautiful. All right, coming back up to downward facing dog. We'll take our right heel up high to the sky, floating our right toes forward between the hands, rising up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, flipping the right palm. Go ahead, stretch it back. And coming all the way back up, we're going to take both arms all the way up to the sky, extended, palms facing in, and take that into that extended side angle. More breaths. Really reaching the torso, lengthening at the waist. Beautiful. Dropping our right hand down, come into a half wrap. Nice. Good. Unravel. Let's straighten out the forward leg. Shorten up slightly. Inhaling, reverse triangle. And then coming into triangle pose. Two strong, straight legs. Reach it out. We'll bring that hand down to our shin bone or to a block. Beautiful. Come all the way back up. All 10 toes to the long side of the mat. Bringing your hands into a reverse prayer behind your back. Starting in wide angle. Getting tall. Hinge at your hips. And let yourself fold all the way. Try to keep the heels of the hands pressed together. Pressing energy into the heels of your feet. Pressing the heels of the hands together. Gently release the arms down. Pressing even more into the heels of the feet, trying to send the sitting bones higher to the sky. Deep stretch through the hamstrings and through the low back. Beautiful. Heel toe your feet in just a couple times. Let's take our elbows, forearms up to the insides of the knees. Press those feet back. Good, and then hands to the tops of the knees. We'll take it to a twist. Dropping one shoulder in. In the opposite direction. Beautiful. Good. Go ahead and pivot to your right foot. You can step to plank here. You can take a vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. And we'll move to the left side. Inhaling left heel to the sky. Moving our left toe forward. Inhaling all the way up. Warrior two. Look at your hands. Look at the energy you're sending out through your fingers. Feel the energy through your feet against the ground. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good. Coming back up, both arms up to the sky. Inhale, long through the waist. Exhale, that extended side angle. Rolling the ribs open, rolling the torso open. Feeling the strength through your right foot. Beautiful. Taking a low arm down onto the calf muscle and then the top arm for a wrap right into the left hip crease. Beautiful. Unravel, come on up, straighten your forward leg, giving that quad a rest, stretching back to reverse triangle. And then up to center. Strong left quadricep muscle, lifting our kneecap, letting the hips slide behind you, and taking a hand down to the block or the shin. Coming into triangle pose, two strong straight legs. Long through both sides of the torso. Beautiful, bring it up. All 10 toes towards the long side of the mat. This time inhaling both hands up to the sky. On a hinge of the hips, we're gonna pause, flat like a table. Hold here, breathe here. Keep reaching the fingertips forward, pressing up through the hips. Lifting in through the belly. Beautiful. And then let yourself float all the way down. Let's take our hands wide. Either holding onto your two big toes or holding onto the outsides of each foot. Sending the energy through the heels to lift the sitting bones and open up the iliosacral joints. With a decompression in the low back. Feeling everything opening up. Letting your head be nice and heavy, dangling down towards the mat. Oh. Beautiful. And then taking the hands wide out front, like you're making a big X. Taking those arms out, just reaching out. Moving the weight on the feet though. Good. Walking your hands back in under the heart. Heel toe the feet in. Just one or two times. And then strong from the soles of the feet. Go ahead and hinge yourself up. I'm going to take the arms down behind the back, interlacing the fingers. I'm going to sink back into that low squat and then fold forward. Pressing the knees back. Good, 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 good. Letting your arms sink away from the back of the body. Breathing deep into your back. Releasing the jaw and the neck. Letting the legs be powerful. Beautiful. Slowly bring it up. Come up with the head last. Heel toe the feet in. Like a nice little shape. All right. Go ahead and pivot towards the short end of the mat. Let's go ahead and step back into a lizard lunge. We'll start with the right foot forward. Dive into some pigeon. Start with lizard. Giving a little press into the hip. Grab a blanket or block if you want a little support once you come down into pigeon. You want to set down here and lizard onto a forearm or both. Just lengthening out through your spine. Beautiful. And then let's start to walk that right foot across. Laying the shin bone down. And coming all the way down. Beautiful. Relax the neck. Think about inhaling to lengthen your mid back. Exhaling to sink in a little bit deeper. Laying your hips square towards your mat. Resting down as low as you feel comfortable. Acknowledging, allowing those muscles to release in the hip. Gently giving them permission to let go. Beautiful. Slowly come up, unravel that leg, maybe bring yourself up to puppy pose or tabletop. Just take a gentle hip sway side to side. If it's more comfortable, just take it all the way to down dog and pedal it out a little bit as well. Beautiful. And then just give yourself enough room, maybe coming into plank or a 3/4 down dog to be able to step up the opposite side. We'll set down the right knee, really allowing that hip flexor to be open, open, open right now. Maybe a sole, the left foot can turn in if you want to press that knee out gently. Beautiful. Or if you want to drop into a forearm, one fold. Think about the length in your upper back, and the heart drawn forward. Beautiful. Pressing the ground away. Slowly walking the foot over, coming into pigeon. And keeping that right hip bone square down to the mat as you lengthen the torso forward over the left leg. If you want to put something under the left side of your hip to give a little support. And then really allow your breath to deepen as you sink in. Slowly lengthening the heart forward. Breathing into any space of resistance. Gently unraveling knots. Beautiful. Gently unravel that side. Again, coming up into that tabletop. Maybe from tabletop, just going into some nice little hip circles. Both directions. And then we'll gently roll ourselves onto our backs. Holding onto the kneecaps. Make a couple more little circles over the back of the iliopsoas joints. back in the opposite direction. Taking your arms out like a T. You guys can play with the hands like this. Bringing your legs up so that the knees are above the hips and the shin bones are out parallel to the ground. Gently into windshield wipers while going probably in one direction. So go to your right first, then your left, right first, then nice and smooth. Nice, gentle twist. Beautiful. Bring the legs back up to the center. Let's hug the knees right up underneath the shoulders. Really flattening the back to the mat. And then taking the soles of the feet up to the sky for half a leap. Awesome, awesome job. Then release your feet. Maybe give yourself one more nice little squeeze before lengthening all the way out for Shavasana. Feeling the shoulders melt into your mat. Feeling fully supported here. Allowing the first few breaths to be conscious. And allowing yourself to gently float away in that wave of your breath. Allowing your body to melt into the support of your mat. Beautiful. Gently start to draw yourself back to the physical body, deepening the breath. Wiggling a little, sending a little energy to wiggle the toes or the fingers. Maybe taking the arms up overhead for a big full body stretch. Hugging one knee up under a shoulder and then the other. Maybe taking a little twist there. Putting a knee over to the opposite shoulder. Beautiful. And as you're ready to, rolling gently onto one side, using that top hand, press up to seated. As we come back up into easy seat, let's open the palms up on tops of the knees. Allowing yourself to be open to all the opportunities today as in store. Take a moment to repeat your intention. And bring our hands up to heart center, taking a moment here to send out a little extra love and encouragement today.
Taking a moment to invite extra love and encouragement back here. Namaste.